Hi everyone. Today I am going to explain about the general solution of uniform plane wave equation. So I am taking the steps. First I have to know about the uniform plane wave definition. My wave is propagate in which direction, and similarly I have to know the direction of the electric field, direction of the magnetic field, and I have to know del operator, del square operator for these wave equation. Okay, next, and I have the knowledge on the differential equation solution. Then only I have to find out the general solution of the uniform plane wave equation. So these are the steps. I will explain these all steps in my topic. Okay, first, what is the uniform plane wave? Uniform plane wave is nothing but the wave is having the electric field and magnetic field magnitudes are equal at all points of the plane. Then that wave is called as a uniform plane wave. See here, I have given the definition here. See, electric field and magnetic fields having the same magnitude at all points throughout the plane is called the uniform plane wave equation. See here, same magnitude, nothing but uniform. Okay, so for the general solution, for finding the general solutions, I am considering my plane uniform plane wave is propagate along the z direction. I am taking the z direction. So x component and y component should be 0 for the EM wave propagation direction. EM wave propagation in the direction of the EM wave, x and y components, and dou by dou x equals to 0, dou by dou y equals to 0. Nothing but then that implies dou square by dou x square equals to 0, dou square by dou y square equals to 0. And also I am considering my electric field is in the direction of x direction and magnetic field is in the direction of y direction. So this electric field is as x component only, so that's why I am taking the ax. Okay, this magnetic field is in the direction of y, so this field will have the y component, so I am taking the ay. Okay, and the magnitude, I am taking the electric field magnitude is ex of z. Nothing but this electric field, this magnitude is the function of z. Why? Because my wave propagates along the z direction, that's why I am taking the function of z. Similarly, magnetic field is also having the hy ay. This magnetic field is in the direction of ay, and this is having the magnitude hy. This is the function of z. So why? Because my EM wave is propagated in the z direction. Remember these three things: dou square by dou x square equals 0, dou square by dou y square equals 0, and E bar is equals to ex ax. This ex is the function of z. Okay, next, from Helmholtz equation, we have to know the Helmholtz equation. Del square E bar equals to gamma square E bar, where gamma is the propagation constant. Okay, so I am taking the common E bar. So del square minus gamma square equals to gamma square into E bar equals to 0. So I am substituting in the place of del square dou square by dou z square, nothing but d square by dz square. So dx and dy, d square by dx square comma d square by dy square equals 0. See here, so del square equals to, this is the del square operator. So this equals to 0, this equals to 0, because wave propagates in the direction of z. So that's why I will have only z component. Remaining parts will goes to the 0. Remaining parts are equals to the 0. That's why I substituted in the part of del square operator. These are the values are 0. So I have only dou square by dou z square. So I am substituting in the place of del square operator d square by dz square minus gamma square into ex of z. Already I have told E bar is the electric field is having the magnitude of Ex, that is a function of Z, and Ax. So here for the finding the homogeneous equation, no need of the Ax. Okay, next, so I am finding the solution. Ex of this is the function of z. Ex of z is equals to, this is the homogeneous function, this is second order. So second order nothing but this equation will have the two roots, e power minus gamma z, e power plus gamma z, nothing but the gamma minus gamma and plus gamma are the two roots. So I can write in this format, constant into e to the power of minus gamma z, constant into e to the power of gamma z. So where I am in the place of constants, I am taking E naught and E naught dash. So these are the electric field, that's why I am indicating E naught and E naught dash. Okay, again I am taking the E naught into e to the power of minus gamma z only. Why? Because my z is in the direction of positive. See here, my values of the z are 0 to infinity. Whenever I am substituting the infinity, e power minus gamma z is finite. So e to the power of gamma z is infinite, undetermined. So that's why I am removing this compound, this term. So that's why my resultant field is having the only one term, e naught into e to the power of minus gamma z. Okay, again I am inserting this equation, I am converting into the time factor. So time harmonic function, for this I am inserting the e to the power of j omega t. So that is going to be the electric field is a function of z comma t. We know a wave is a function of both space and time. So here space is z and one more function is time. So I am inserting the e power j omega t. So I am taking the real part only. Okay, next, real part of ex of z into e to the power of j omega t. But I know ex of z is in the direction of ax, so that's why I am taking the ax here. So I am inserting the e to the power of j omega t. Why? Because I am converting into the time harmonic functions. Okay, so again in the place of ex of z, in the place of ex of z, I am substituting the e naught into e to the power of minus gamma z. See here, from this equation I am substituted here, so I can get this term. Okay, again see here, I am taking the real part. Okay, real part of e naught into e to the power of minus gamma z, where gamma is the propagation constant. We know the gamma equals to alpha plus j beta. I am substituting in the place of gamma, I am substituting alpha plus j beta into z into e to the power of j omega t ax. Okay, here I am separating real part terms and the imaginary part terms. So e naught into e to the power of minus alpha z. See here, minus into alpha into z, e to the power of minus alpha z. Here j is there, here j is there, same terms are there. So that's why I am adding these two terms. So I am taking and also taking the term j. Whenever I am taking the j, I can get the omega j into omega t minus beta z. Okay, in the direction of x. Here this is going to be the amplitude of the equation, this is in the field direction. So I can write electric field E of z comma t is E naught into e to the power of minus alpha z. I am taking the real part. So this e to the power of j theta is nothing but the cos theta plus j sin theta. I am taking the real part. So that's why I am taking, I have to take the cos term only. Cos into what is the angle? Omega t minus beta z. See here, omega t minus beta z. In which direction? Ax direction. This is the electric field equation. So already I have told the general solution of the uniform plane wave equations are these two are the wave equations. Similarly I can write the magnetic field equation solution. Magnetic field solution, H function z comma t, this is equals to h naught into e to the power of minus alpha z cos omega t minus beta z. Here I have to take the ay. Okay, thank you all of you. In next video I will explain the intrinsic impedance. Okay, thank you.